Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to set up gateway quality of service on TP-Link Omada, so you can prioritize important devices and apps, and avoid lag or buffering. Stay tuned, because after this video, your network will be much smoother and more stable, no matter how many people are using it. Now I'm going to the LAN. If you've been watching my content, you already know how I set up VLAN 60 with inter-VLAN routing. I'll be using this to show you how quality of service works. This is my VLAN 60, and we'll be using it to show you how quality of service works. Now I'm going to show you how it performs inter-VLAN routing. Let's go to the routing section. This is the routing section. It's set up for inter-VLAN routing with VLAN 30. In my inter-VLAN content, I showed how to set this up. Now let's go to the switch, and I'll show you how it works on the switch. Now let's go to Config, then VLAN Interface, and click Edit on VLAN 60. This is my setup for VLAN 60. Now let's go to the switch port. VLAN 60 is assigned to port 7. Now let's run a speed test to check our bandwidth before we configure quality of service. If you found this guide helpful, please consider watching my videos in full, liking, and subscribing. It really helps my channel since this is a niche topic. Now you can see that our bandwidth is 100 megabits per second. Now that we know our bandwidth, let's go to Basic Profile, then click Group to create an IP group. Then, in Group, click Create New Group. For the name, you can choose whatever you like, but I named mine VLAN 60 so I can remember it easily. For the IP subnet, I use the same subnet as my VLAN 60. Here, we'll create the group and set whether it should be priority, moderate, or least priority. In the description, I just entered VLAN 60 game so we have a sample. Click Apply. Now that we've created our IP group, let's go to Gateway Quality of Service. In Bandwidth Control, click New Rule. In One Interface, choose your source. Before we started earlier, we ran a speed test and got 100 Mbps. Now we'll set 100 Mbps for both inbound and outbound. To allocate bandwidth resources to different categories of traffic on the WAN based on actual usage, 4 classes are available: Class 1, Class 2, Class 3, and others. Set Class 1 to 3%. 3% of 100 Mbps is 3 megabits per second. We're just using this as a sample to show you how quality of service works. And then set Class 2 to 2%, Class 3 to 1%, and the remaining bandwidth will go to the others class. Others cannot be configured. Now let's go to the Class Rule section. In Class Rule, click Create Class Rule. Earlier, we created an IP group. Now we'll assign that IP group to local address. This identifies the source address of the traffic. For the remote address, set to IP group any. For DSCP, set it to B. Here are the possible values for DSCP. B stands for best effort. For service name, this basically tells us what type of traffic it is by looking at the source and destination ports of the packets. For quality of service class, Class 1 has the highest priority, followed by Class 2, Class 3, and finally others. Now let's turn on bandwidth control. To monitor the quality of service, go to Insight, then Quality of Service Data. Let's test if our setup is working. Let's run a speed test. If you found this guide helpful, please consider watching my videos in full, liking, and subscribing. It really helps my channel since this is a niche topic. Now we can see that it's working. The speed test stays at 3 Mbps and doesn't go above 4 Mbps. Now I'm going to create an IP group for Class 2. Just follow along with me. For Class 2, I'll be using VLAN 30, similar to how we set up VLAN 60, just to keep the setup consistent. The only difference is that they have different IP address. If this content has been helpful to you, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so we can continue sharing knowledge and teaching even more. If you found this guide helpful, please consider watching my videos in full, liking, and subscribing. It really helps my channel since this is a niche topic. Earlier, we set VLAN 60 as Class 1 now. For VLAN 30, we'll assign it to Class 2. Now that we've created Class 2, let's test if it's working. Before I test it, I'll first check Class 1 to see which port I'm connected to. If this content has been helpful to you, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so we can continue sharing knowledge and teaching even more. Now let's go to port 6, which is assigned to VLAN 30. I'll just move my LAN cable over to port 6. Let's check if we're already on VLAN 30's IP address. Now let's test if our setup is working. And that's it. You've just seen how to set up quality of service on TP-Link Omada, a much more efficient way to manage bandwidth control. If you found this guide helpful, please consider watching my videos in full, liking, and subscribing. It really helps my channel since this is a niche topic.